Hey everyone, ever wondered why music makes us feel so many emotions or why certain songs keep us on the edge, waiting for that next note? Today, we're diving into some fascinating research that's quantifying why music creates emotion, from classical to jazz. Let's explore how scientists are now measuring the variability in music, breaking down how expectation and surprise play into the magic of musical expression. Welcome to Trendstorm. Chapter 1. The Philosophy of Musical Emotion. The idea that music creates emotion isn't new. In fact, Leonard Meyer, a music philosopher, suggested nearly 70 years ago that emotion in music arises from expectation and surprise. We're wired to form expectations based on past experiences, and music taps into this. When a melody fulfills or defies our expectations, it evokes emotions in us. Think about it. When a song builds up and suddenly shifts, it surprises us, and that's where emotion hits. Chapter 2. Can we quantify musical emotion? A team of scientists led by Theo Geisel from the Max Planck Institute for Dynamics and Self-Organization took Meyer's philosophical concepts and decided to ask, can we actually measure these ideas? Using modern data science, they developed a method to see how predictable or surprising certain pieces of music are. In their study, they used time series analysis on the pitch sequences in music. Essentially, they measured how similar a musical note or sequence was to previous ones, creating a kind of memory for each piece. If this memory fades slowly, the music is more predictable. But if it drops off quickly, the music brings more surprises. Chapter 3. Jazz versus Classical: Insights from Different Genres. Now, here's where things get exciting. Geisel's team analyzed over 450 jazz improvisations and 99 classical compositions, including symphonies and sonatas. They found that jazz tends to have shorter transition times, meaning it switches from predictable to unpredictable faster, keeping us guessing. On the other hand, classical pieces, especially by composers like Mozart and Bach, showed more subtle differences. Mozart's compositions, for example, held longer transition times than Bach's, making Mozart's music a bit more predictable, while Bach leaned into the element of surprise. Chapter 4. Why Mozart versus Bach? These transition times reflect how much a piece of music creates an atmosphere of anticipation versus surprise. In Bach's compositions, transition times ranged from 5 to 12 quarter notes, meaning the music shifted between predictable and unpredictable more often. Mozart's pieces, however, could go from 8 to 22 quarter notes, giving listeners a longer period to settle into a predictable pattern before changing. Interestingly, this explained a personal observation from Geisel himself. He shared that back in high school, he actually preferred Bach over Mozart. The transition times and variability measure provided him with a concrete reason why Bach's music gave him the variability he enjoyed more than the longer patterns in Mozart's. Chapter 5. What this means for music lovers. So, this research isn't just a scientific exploration. It gives us a new way to understand why certain music resonates with us. Some listeners might enjoy the predictability and flow in Mozart, while others lean towards Bach's unexpected shifts. And if you're a jazz fan, the rapid transition times keep you constantly surprised. Music is an art, a science, and, as we see, a delicate balance of expectation and surprise. And thanks to data science, we're now getting closer to understanding how these elements in music make us feel the way we do. Source: Max Planck Institute for Dynamics and Self-Organization. So what do you think about this study? Let me know in the comments below and let's keep the conversation flowing. So, if you're excited about more mind-blowing discoveries like this, don't forget to subscribe to Trendstorm, and let us know in the comments if you're Team Bach, Team Mozart, or Team Jazz. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next deep dive into the science behind the sounds.